In the name of God, thank God, and peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad. Dear Excellencies, dear experts, dear attendees, peace and blessings be upon you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. At the beginning, I would like to thank our brothers in the Ministry of Education of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan for inviting us to participate in this summit, in this event. And also we would like to thank the organization that was the first pillar in the hospitality on this event. And I hope that within the 10 minutes that I have to my speech to represent the situation of Oman, of education, the challenges and the opportunities through 5 scenes. And I hope to be successful in order to draw a very rapid picture which might shed the light in some places that was disappeared or unaware of. The first one is the general frame of the system. The Sultanate of Oman that has the modern education system only for 4 decades, with which we could have a breakthrough to change the educational system from a level to a different level totally. But at the beginning, we have only started with the 3 male schools. Right now, we have 1,124 female and males school. At the beginning, we did not have female students, and now we have more than 500,000 female and male students. We did not have teachers, and most of them we had from the other countries. Right now, we have thousands of teachers from Oman itself. We did not have private schools, but right now we have thousands of private schools where we have 80,000 students, females and males. All the indicators indicated that the percentage of the education of the 40.6% for the male students and 50, which is also suitable for the demographic situation of the country. We have between the percentage, we have 1 teacher per 10 students. We have 500 students for each school. And the intensity, we have 27 students per each class, and per computers, we have 1 computer per 11 students. We have 50 computers per each school. The education concentrated in the first 20 years on the quantitative expanding in order to fight the literacy that we had at the beginning. But after 20 years, the outcomes of focusing on the quantity started to become clear. So we started qualifying the staff and taking care of the quality of the education. This was the first scene. The second one is built on the first one, which is talking about the quality and the quantity. The second one is about the future vision of the economy of Oman Sultanate, which is for the year 2020. We had an event in order to define the vision, future vision for the year 2020. The aim of that vision is to verify and to talk about the varieties of the national income that should not be only concentrated on the petroleum, but also we should focus on different economic activities like industry, trade, and different aspects. The vision also concentrated on 2 dimensions. The first one is the development of the human resources, which we had a whole chapter for this part where we concentrated on having a whole educational system that is able to satisfy the whole needs for this part by applying for university degrees and also for being trained in the market. The other dimension is adopting the technological option in the working sector in order to be converting into the electronic government. The third scene is related to the essential education, which is considered to be a strategic national option in order to achieve the future vision of the economy of the country. This scene provides the vision or enhanced that the economy of Oman Sultanate in the year 2020. For that reason, we have asked the collaboration of a Canadian organization, and cooperation resulted in a chart or an agreement in order to have the essential education as a very important strategic educational option in order to help us for the development of the human resources and to provide all the students with the essential to help the essential education students to be provided by languages and science and different materials. Also, we have decided that this system should not be only conveying the education information, and the teachers should not be only lecturers as much as they are consultants and helpers for the students to be educated. And the students should not be a passive educated students, they should be interactive with the teachers. All of the activities are revolving around the educational environment that is surrounding the classroom, and also the education system should not take all of the knowledge from the brains of the students and giving them a new ones. Instead of that, interacting with the students and the tests of a paper and a pen is not the only way of defining the level of the students, and it should be defined by different measurements in the personality of the educated person or the student. With this educational system, we had different discourses in order to help the parents to help us in providing these programs to the students. And there are different professional programs also to help the students to understand the skills of different material in this class and outside. The fifth scene is the technology and the education. One of the most important objectives of the future visions is converting into the electronic government, and which can be revealed within the educational path. And here we can talk about the teaching of the IT material in the classrooms from the first grade until the 12th in a different independent curricula with different equipments. And also it can be revealed by implementing the education or the teaching process in different material, whether in the centers specialized with this material or different curricula from the first grade until the 12th. The second path is the logistic part, which is supporting the educational process and which is providing its services to the students, the teachers, and the parents through the educational port, which is providing the electronic services since 2006. We are benefiting from this portal as principals, school teachers, parents from all kinds of this, the Sultanate or the Omani Sultanate, and they are achieving partially their work through this portal. But in the next phase, we are heading to be paperless in these schools, since all of the work can be done through the electronic portal, whether by the emails or by the storage or by the data centers or the financial programs that are also can be adopting this portal. The educational board has won different regional and educational prizes and local prizes also. We had different experiences in having interactive schools, and we have in reality some of the schools that are about to launch these programs. We have competition with different international schools. We had a prize, or we had our record on Promethean Planet. I think this was the pronunciation, and we had trained our trainers, and we have different teachers that are considered to be trainer of the trainers. We have different cooperation processes with the international organizations such as Microsoft company, which we have a memorandum of understanding, and I think they are the first in our region to work under the program of the Partnership of Education. Also, we had cooperation with Intel. Within the last 2 years, we have started the electronic correct programs. We have experience in this regard because the majority or most of the correction process for the tests are being done electronically. The final thing is the challenges through our journey, which took 15 years in changing the methods of teaching in the Sultanate. We had different challenges that stood between us and achieving our objectives. The first one is the teachers, regarding the number of teachers and accepting the changing cases. That's why the other change was the programs of development and the training, where we had systems of teachers and the professionals working in this regard. We had different programs to train them, but actually the response by the teachers maybe needed another system. The other challenge is adopting, the decrement of the outcomes. Maybe we had a problem or the low level of the outcomes, either regarding the essential issues or the results. The fourth one is the infrastructure in the remote areas. Oman geographically is different. We had seas, we had mountains, we have valleys. So we had a challenge related to the infrastructure and, of course, the speed of the internet that is needed. The fifth one is to interact or to activate the level of technological education process in some schools. And this was related to have the technological education system distributed in all schools. The most important opportunity is that we are, since 2 years, having a new trend of converting to have smartphones in the education process, since this is a reality actually right now, and all of this students, they have more than one computer or a tablet or a smartphone. There is an intention with the ministry in order to build a professional academy for the teachers in order to enhance the environment of the educational process in this regard within the near future. We have an intention to change the system of the test. We have an intention to change the development of the professional guidance programs, which we had since several years. We have different opportunities for the investment in the private education sector and in the university education and in the training. In general, we believe in the Ministry of Education, according to what was mentioned yesterday, that creating administrative units other than the Ministry of Education might be helpful in order to achieve the development that we are looking for, and I think that this won't be harmful, and I think that it should be under the supervision of the ministry. By the end of this speech, I would like to say how gratitude we are to all the countries that are participating in this conference. Thank you so much.